If I could take you up in boom, 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 tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
I have pajamas for both of my kids that I'm going to be packing when we go out to see fireworks. These are from Baby Gap, and they have the cutest pink flamingos all over them. I'm a little bit obsessed with flamingos, which you might have figured out if you've been watching me for a while. And I really like these for both of them, and they were the closest jams that we have to a red, white, and blue, you know, with the blue background and the pink flamingos, and they both really like them too, so they'll be excited for those. Fireworks around here don't even get started usually until about 10 o'clock, which is way, way past my kids' bedtime. So we'll probably, depending on how things go, as I said, just change them into these before fireworks, so that after fireworks we can just drive away, and if they fall asleep in the car or whatever, we just carry them straight to bed. And, you know, not that the transition would necessarily go that smoothly, but we can always hope. Under the pajamas, I'm not going to show you, but I have some diapers for my daughter, and I have underwear and a pull-up for my son. The underwear, just extra underwear I always carry for him since he's potty trained. And also we have the pull-up just for nighttime. We both, for the pull-up and for the diapers, we use Honest Company, and we're really happy with those. So that's what's going in the very bottom of my bag. There they are at the bottom of my bag. As you can see, there's a lot of room still in the bag, which is great because next we have swim stuff. For my son, I have the seersucker. Well, I have seersucker for both of them, matching, of course, like I like to do everything when I can, especially for holidays. Carolina blue for him, which I just love on him. I love these, even not for swimwear, even just as an extra pair of shorts. They're super cute. And for her, this is a pink and white seersucker with just a little coral accent bow at the top, and it's kind of a retro style, sort of almost a ruching in the body, and it comes down kind of low on the legs, almost like a short rather than, I guess rather than like a high cut bikini bottom, it's like a, well, like I said, like shorts. And they have thick cross straps in the back. So like I said, super cute. I really love both of these. These are both from Target, from the Cat and Jack line. And if I forgot to add about the pajamas, those are both from Baby Gap, and we got them recently, so those are still available. I believe both of these swim things are also still available. There's also a swim diaper for my daughter. This is just the iPlay brand, so it's the reusable swim diaper, which I love. We can see how this is looking in there, and I'm about to add a few more swim things. The final swim items that we have are these two white rash guards. These are from Baby Gap. I love them especially because of the hoods. They're not so much, I think, great for swimming, because I mean, I don't know if you really want a hood when you swim, but I love that my kids actually will keep the hood on when they're at a splash pad or doing something like that, which is the type of thing I think that we could possibly do this weekend. And sometimes my kids don't like to wear their hats. My son really loves hats, but my daughter, it's really hit or miss. And my son's hat is pretty nice. We don't necessarily want it to get super wet. So having a hood like this really is really, really great. My daughter's one is actually a 2T because it's one of my son's from a few years ago, and she is only in a 12 to 18 months, so it's kind of big on her. It's actually more like a dress cover-up than like a rash guard, but I think that's totally fine. And I picked these over some of the other ones that we have because, of course, they kind of go with the whole red, white, and blue being white with the little blue detailing. I really like that. And I like that they're just pretty plain and basic, not like a lot going on, and super cute. And super functional because I think they're like SPF 50 or something, which if I can avoid putting on sunscreen at some point during, you know, all the outside time that we have, I would love to do that, even though I'm obviously packing sunscreen, which you'll see soon. There they are on top. I'm also packing one bamboo swaddle. This is Little Unicorn brand, which is my very favorite brand that I had for when Emerald was a baby. Now I don't usually bring these out and about with us unless it's a long day. I don't anticipate needing this for warmth, but in case we need, you know, a emergency towel, if there's a spill, or an emergency sunshade, an emergency picnic blanket, or if it somehow does actually get chilly at night, which I totally don't think is going to happen, we will have this. And it's super, super soft, which I love. So there that is. Now we're really getting into the 4th of July specific items that I really only packed for a specialty occasion. I've got these noise canceling headphones. I have a pair for each of my children. I will have to check the brand. It is Bands. We really like these. They've worn them both when we went to a monster truck rally before, and I wish I'd had these the first time we took our son to see fireworks when he was really little. He was almost 2, so about Emerald's age. The age that Emerald is now, and they were way too loud for him. I ended up having to go inside our truck and hold my hands over his ears, and I really wished that I had had these, so we're going to be prepared this year. Definitely starting to get a little more full. I generally like to pack some entertainment for my kids, especially if we're going to be out all day. What I have for this outing, I have these two, I guess they're not really Beanie Babies, they're the Beanie Baby brand, whatever you call these sort of big-headed superheroes. I don't know the specific name of the model, but Spider-Man and Captain America seemed appropriate. These are just toys we already own, but I decided to pull them out and pack them for this. I also picked up some bubbles from the Target Dollar Spot, and I'm throwing in these lollipops. I don't always carry candy for my kids, but in case of like a real emergency where we need to really, turn an emergency situation upside down, I figured I would just bring these along. I also am bringing some glow sticks, so we don't have to buy glow sticks while we're out. I know my kids will totally want to play with these. I have a lot of other toys and little books and things that we keep in our car that we might be able to add to the bag or pull out or whatever if we need them while we're out and about, but these are just what I'm bringing especially for this weekend. All right, it's starting to get really packed in there, but I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to be able to get everything or just about everything in. Let's see. Sunglasses and sunscreen, especially the sunscreen, is obviously super important. My kids love wearing sunglasses, so that's kind of half useful for sun protection and half entertainment value. My wallet is in this little Jujubee. I believe it's the Be Quick is the name of it. I really like it. It has a strap. Let me see if I can, there we go. It has a little strap. I believe it's the size that you can take into a stadium, and it has an interior zipper pocket. So as well as my wallet, if I have makeup or any, personal mommy needs or whatever that I want to bring, I can bring in those with me in there. I don't actually usually use this as my wallet, but I pulled this out of my closet because of course it does have this pattern that looks kind of fireworks-ish. So if I'm not going to use it now, then when? It's getting real crazy in here, but there's just a few more items left. All right, I'm gonna go fast. My battery's dying, and my kids just came back from the walk that they were on with their daddy, so I really need to hurry this up. I've got wipes. Obviously, I'm a mom. I will need these, and I have wet ones because who knows what kind of trouble we're gonna get into. As you can see, this is super full, but let me see if I can just get these final things in here. I always like to carry a wet bag. That's also pretty self-explanatory, and I'm gonna see if I can wedge it in. Yes. So there we go. I think the only way I would be able to get this fedora in is if I smash it, and I'm not going to do that. I think either Emerald will wear it or we'll just leave it in the car. Like I mentioned before, we do have a few things that we keep in the car, normally. We keep a change of clothes for both of our kids, and I have some other toys and books, and also our restaurant things like a bib and a high chair cover, and crayons and paper and that kind of thing. Oh, and we have one of those sticky plates, silicone sticky plates that sticks to the tabletop. And those things stay in the car, but these are all the things that I've packed specially for this 4th of July holiday weekend. And there you have it.
If I could take you up and tell me I'm the only one that you love.
So there we have it. I just stuck these flags in the front pocket. I have nothing else in that big slip pocket, but I could fit some things in there if I needed to. I also haven't used, there's a side pocket over here and also on the other side. I have not used those. And I've not put anything in this front zip pocket, but I will be using that pocket for my phone.
Could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. And I think plans would come true. And I think my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hoping we'll meet again. Oh, life. And I think pick you up in boom, 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 boom. Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again, shaboom, and hoping we'll meet again.